welcome to my channel. My name is Michelle. For those of you that have subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. For those of you that are new and just stopping by, if you like what you see, make sure that you do subscribe. This is just a quick video of our trip to Hawaii, me and my husband and my kids. We chose to go to Honolulu, so this is just us on the way there. At this point, we've gotten off the plane. Plane ride went really smooth. As you can see, the kids are taking in the sights. Very exciting. And I want to say our plane ride was, if I can remember, maybe 7 hours, or maybe that was the last flight, because we actually had to take 2 flights to Hawaii. So we had a layover. I want to say maybe the last flight was 7 hours and the first flight was 4 hours. We actually flew from Florida, so the first flight was from Florida to California, and then the second flight was from California to Hawaii. And this is our hotel that we decided to go with. It's called Outrigger Reef, as you can see. The hotel was pretty nice, a decent size. There's a pool that's right in the middle of it. They have a restaurant. Their customer service was excellent. The hotel was very clean. We didn't have any issues, any problems whatsoever here. Everyone was very nice. We didn't have any issues in Hawaii at all with anybody being disrespectful or anything like that. So I would definitely recommend this hotel. Might I add, this hotel was also off the beach, so on the other end or the back end of the hotel, you walk out to nothing but beautiful sights of water. Watching the sunsets here are amazing as well. So here we are, going on a ride, just to kind of take in some sights, see what's around us, see where we want to go. Looking at their hills, their mountains was absolutely amazing, since we don't get that view in Florida. Every beach that we went to was amazing as well. This was one restaurant that we went to have breakfast called Cinnamon's. The food was absolutely amazing. They had different kinds of pancakes and waffles, so we all decided to try something different. That's usually what we do when we all go to a restaurant. We'll all get something different. That way we can all try each other's food. Usually it's hard for us to decide, especially when it's a good menu, but the food was great. The service was great. First stop, we went to the Honolulu Botanical Garden. I'm pretty sure I got that wrong, but this garden is absolutely free, but there are great sights, great places to take some photos, just a nice spot overall to just kind of relax and enjoy time with your family and just take it in. And we did rent this car off a Turo for $4.98. The guy that we rented the car from was absolutely amazing and informative. The car was clean. It was pretty much, I would say, a new car. He made sure to leave his credit card in the car so that we could pay for leaving the airport. We didn't have to pay for that. We made sure to get unlimited mileage so that we could go wherever it is that we wanted to go. And then he did the what do you call it, where they unlock the car electronically for you, so he didn't even have to meet us. He had the car at the airport waiting for us, and then when it was time for us to leave, we just dropped the car right back off at the airport and he picked it up, and he's amazing. Everything about this trip went pretty well. No complaints. Leonard's Bakery was one of the bakeries that a lot of people talked about. We also watched YouTube videos before going to Hawaii because we wanted to know what places to stop at. So yeah, Leonard's Bakery was one of the places. It's actually what do you call it? A vehicle that we stopped at that had the donuts. They were okay. They weren't the best, but they weren't bad either. This is us walking toward the back of the hotel, as I said at the beginning. There's nothing but beautiful views and water behind the hotel. So again, this was an absolutely amazing hotel. At nighttime, when the sun would set, it would be so beautiful. There was always a lot of people hanging out at the beach during sunset just to take it in. This is us just kind of walking around. I would say this was maybe about a 5 or 6 minute walk away from our hotel, where we ran into the strip here. Here we decided to go to this restaurant called Eggs and Things. Again, this was maybe about 7 minutes away from our hotel. The wait wasn't too bad. Actually, being in Hawaii overall, it wasn't too bad. With COVID and everything going on, we were a little bit nervous about how many people would be there, but we had a lot of room to ourselves. We didn't have to worry about anything. Here's the menu of some of the different things that they had, or the items that they served. We kind of sat on the outside, if you will, of the restaurant. That's kind of the inside, and they had like this little ledge area where you can kind of look over and look down at, other people walking around. It is they did have it upstairs and a downstairs, and the food was okay. It was good. And it was just me and my husband that had breakfast this morning, and then our girl. More driving around and sightseeing. This was a random beach that we decided to stop at while we were driving past it. Um, I mean, there are beaches everywhere. Every part of the island, obviously, there's water, so their beaches were amazing. So we got to stop by a few of them just to take in the sights. I want to say at this one it had some crabs running when we got out of the car. This is actually a separate beach that we stopped at. Hawaii, I would say, is definitely peaceful. They had some awesome spots where you could just stop and just relax and take in the sights. As I said, it's not super crowded, so if you're one of those people that, like to get out and just meditate and take it in, Hawaii is definitely the place to do so. Might I add too that our Turo, our rental car, also had third row seating, so we were all able to fit into that one vehicle. It just worked for us, along with a car seat. So this area was about, I would say about 10-15 minutes away from our hotel. Giovanni's shrimp truck, I absolutely loved it. My husband thought that it was just okay. He could have went without it. But it's just a couple food trucks in the area. We tried some shrimp. Their rice I thought was really good. It had like a garlic topping on it, which I thought was great. They had some shops around there. We ended up getting like purchasing some bracelets and things that we could take back home, some little souvenirs. They weren't too expensive. We also tried one of their smoothies from one of the trucks, which was also amazing. And again, we had a great experience. Everyone was pretty friendly. We didn't have any issues. Shout out to my husband for that amazing shot. So this was more sightseeing that we decided to do on a day where we didn't plan anything. We just went out and did whatever it was that we wanted to do on this particular day. Across from here, which I'm sure we will show, was the Lolani Palace. It's the only palace in the US. Again, it wasn't crowded. There were people that would walk up and take photos, but as you can see, there weren't that many people, which I thought that it would be crowded because it's Hawaii. Might I add, we also went in October as well. So the weather was perfect. Again, it wasn't too hot, it wasn't too chilly, it was just right. As you can see, like, we're not really sweaty. Those are my babies. So Adella's Country Eatery, this place was great as well. I really thought that their food was amazing. This was another place where we watched a YouTube video and we heard some great things about this place. As you guys can see, it's raining right here, but it was like some really light rain, like a drizzle. Didn't bother us at all. But again, this place was absolutely amazing. The wait was not long. And when you go in, it's a little bit unusual, but the lady that's behind the counter actually speaks to you out of a speaker. A lot of people aren't aware that she is doing that. It almost sounds like, you know, they're playing a recording, but it's actually her talking out of a speaker. So when you order your food, if you decide to go here, just be aware. This is purple noodles. It was actually really good. It tastes like just Parmesan cheese. As you can see, there is Parmesan cheese on top, but I love the noodles. Here, I want to say that these were beef tips, rib tips, I don't know, but they were amazing. Very tender. And we all just kind of ate in the car. I think this place was a little bit far, maybe about 40 minutes out, 30 to 40 minutes out from our hotel. So we just ate in the car and just kind of talked and relaxed. Aloha Stadium Swap Meet and Marketplace. Oh my goodness, this place had so many different vendors, a lot of different things, and a lot of different trinkets that you could buy and try, and it was okay. Lahaina Shave Ice, this is another place that people talked about. If you guys watch, I believe it's called Somebody Feed Phil, I believe this is one of the places that he mentioned, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. This is the inside of our hotel. If you guys can remember, at the beginning I said that there's a pool in the middle of the hotel, kind of outside, but inside it's just kind of enclosed in between the hotel buildings. So we kind of set out here for a little bit, and we rented a little bed on the side. They had a band playing, so we got to hear some music. There's my husband and the kids coming in. They actually went and got more shaved ice. They just happened to walk by as I was recording. The shaved ice was absolutely amazing. Some of it had ice cream in the middle. Very flavorful. It's definitely more fine than the shaved ice here in the US. Here we decided to go to Diamond Head Mountain or hill, whatever you want to call it, but just to kind of get some exercise in. And yes, our girl, she walked the entire way. She didn't want me to pick her up, and she didn't want me to carry her. She wanted to walk, and she did it. She made it all the way to the top by herself. And I would definitely say this is kid friendly. We did. We made it all the way to the top. It was a fun experience. It was tiring. By the time we got to the top, we were all tired, but the view was absolutely amazing. I want to say we spent maybe about 15-20 minutes at the top, taking in the views and taking photos, and then we were ready to go, because at that point we were hot, but it wasn't too bad. More sights. This is the beach outside of our hotel. We spent a good little afternoon out there for maybe about 2 to 3 hours. The water wasn't bad either. It wasn't too cold. Hulu Grill. This was a pretty nice restaurant that we went to. And most of the places that you guys see, the restaurants and everything, were in walking distance. The hotel that we chose was a pretty good spot. Everything was right around us. This was also inside where the restaurant was. It's actually in a building. I don't know if this is connected to a hotel or not, but it's upstairs. Well, I take that back. They have an upstairs and a downstairs. So in this moment, we were upstairs. There's Blue Note across right there. That's like a place where they have like comedy shows and jazz music. Actually, I think when we went there, gosh, I can't even think of the gentleman's name. He sings the song A Million Ways. He was actually there. We were going to go, but we didn't. But yeah, here we had like a pineapple drink. The food here was okay. I don't think that it was amazing. My husband loved his sliders, but it was okay. I absolutely loved this street with the trees. It was so beautiful. More shaved ice. Obviously, we couldn't get enough. If you guys have any questions or concerns about any of the places that we visited or the cost or anything like that, feel free to comment below. We'll be more than happy to comment back and let you guys know what we did or who we went through. This restaurant, Duke's Restaurant, we all, I think, can mutually agree that we enjoyed it. It was late. As you can see, they had some live music playing that was absolutely amazing. And we got to sit right next to them, so that was a sight. The food here was okay. I want to say mostly everyone decided to get burgers. Here's another bakery we decide to go to, Lily Hot Bakery. This one, I would probably say Leonard's Bakery was better. We tried a couple different things, but there was nothing that really caught our taste buds. They did have a long line, a bit of a wait, but it wasn't too bad. Moki's Bread and Breakfast. This place was amazing. This was the last restaurant we went to before we decided to go ahead and head back home. It was a bit of a wait. I'm recording a video. So the food here was absolutely amazing. It was, the portions were a decent size for all of us. I don't think either of us finished all of our food.
Mommy.
So this is further down from our hotel, another side of the beach that we decided to walk to. There was a lot going on this side of the beach, but we walked down anyway just to kind of get a feel for what was going on this end. And this was another restaurant that we went to. We had a great view. It was upstairs. You guys excuse my girl while I'm doing this voiceover. She walked in the room. And here we are leaving. So thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.